Kaho Park. Well, based on the Emerald run that I've done, this one too could prove hard. There are some great big holes here, and before the change that made it so you didn't need 10 under and now just need 9 under, I think it is completely 3-starable, but I don't know if you could have gotten any of the required eagles before. Anyways, hole 1, pretty routine even though I shanked that shot. 4 wind, that makes this a lot harder. I got down the hill a lot better than I thought. If I got the right gap here, I might as well go for it. That's why I hate going for anything fancy on this hole. I just seem to hit everything. Oh, I'm gonna hit something again. Okay. Yeah, going for fancy stuff on this hole bites me so often. I don't know how people consistently get through the trees, but I kind of want the eagle to give me a little bit of leeway for a hole later. Anyways, there's a par. This is normally an accurate glide musket. Ooh, this thing has a lot more turn than the musket. Slide up, slide up, slide up. Okay. Avoided the hazard. Little bit of a throw in. I gotta remember that this has more turn than the musket when I go for this one. So there's that. And now I'm in a hurry and mess that up. Oh. This run is not off to a good start for my base score. This is a big hole. I normally just honestly kind of go for par on this because it's really rough as is. Sapphire got down there pretty nice. This wind, I'll go for it. It's worth it. I'm on a base run anyways. Whoa. Now that's a nice skip in to be able to get a bird on this hole. I think if you're going for the 3-star, that is not the play. But since this is my base run and I already know I'm not getting the 3-star, might as well. I normally throw a wind break on this, so I'm going to try an old line I used to use. It's kind of awkward because it's around and I didn't get high enough and hit the top of that bush. Slide in, slide in. Yeah, that's an awkward one to try that line. I'll have to see if there's a more consistent line. Go for the throw in, and there we go. At least I got the bird off that. Kaho Park, hole number 6. This one, I normally would throw a recoil on just because I like to play it safe. Oh, I put myself too far over. Okay. That tree actually saved me there. Recoil lets me play it pretty safe on this hole. And no, I should have put more power on that. The Sapphire, actually, based on what I've seen of it, makes birdieing this hole 100% doable. Even there where I messed up, I was still able to birdie. The eagle might be makeable if you get the right wind over the water. Right, this hole, uphill like the entire way. Sapphire is going to struggle to get there in 2 to give you a eagle look. So I'm going to go with the fact that this one is just going to be a bird. I mean, you might get a decent throw-in look from right back here, but it's still going to be, 200 feet. It's going to be a little bit rough. I'll give it a go. See what I can do with this warship. Not quite enough power, and I think my aim was off anyways. Got a bird. Hole 8. This one, I've seen it bite people on Pro Tour runs and multiplayer runs more than once. I normally throw what was an Explorer, now an Instinct on this. I'm going to just go ahead and try and fade this one out. Stall it out high over here. Nope. With the Sapphire, I'm worried about overpowering it and going into the water. Warship, I don't think makes it. So let's go less Anheuser and just... Okay. Yeah, you can make the island. You gotta do kind of a stall out shot like you would with the musket on this to make it in. Okay, I thought that was gonna spit out on me. Last hole. This one, I think our best bet is just to go over quite a bit. Throw some hyzer on it and see where we wind up. That extra turn means it doesn't hyzer as much as the... Hitting that is frustrating. But I should save my par. This will give me a 2-star run. Completely doable for 3 stars, and honestly, I would say it's easier to 3-star than Owlwood. Owlwood's gonna require like a perfect run on it with 2 extremely difficult holes, and Kaho Park has more opportunity to clean up mistakes that I made there than Owlwood did at all. Coyote Canyon. 2 difficult courses that are, in my opinion, completely 3-starable down the base run of 2, a little bit of practice on some holes and some good attempts, and I think both of those are doable. Coyote Canyon has a couple rough ones that I struggle to eagle at all on my main. Let's kind of stall this one out up here. Yeah, it should slide up nice. Right into the tree. Gotta rotate the world a little bit to put in. Hole 2. Which can be a extremely frustrating hole. I should have put more on that. Yeah, I might have a look down the gut. Yes, I do. This hole can be extremely frustrating with like full-on ballista pros and everything trying to go over the top. But, oh, crap. Well, that hurts. That basically eliminates the bird on this. So, but I did par it, which is better than a bogey. I don't see that one being impossible with these discs to get the bird. I don't think you can quite make that island. Based on where I landed there, you might actually make the island and maybe try and slide up into that tree, but I think you're flirting with the water a lot on that. So let's just throw this over here. Ooh, a little bit off on the throw in there. That would have made for a really nice get. But bird nonetheless. So far, a pretty decent round considering how difficult a couple these 2 and 3 are. This shouldn't be too much different from throwing a musket up the gap. Just this lacks the accurate attribute, so you're flirting with those walls a little bit more because it's going to have a little bit more side to side. But you probably have a better chance at the ace run with the Sapphire versus the muskets. This hole is a rough one to get a bird on, or an eagle on as is. Oh, I just barely missed that. Without, well, maybe if that had skipped forward and missed the cactus, I might have had a better look. Without the full-on like send of a ballista. I don't know if this one's eagleable, but even if not, should be able to birdie it really easy with the sapphire. It should get you plenty far down there to get a nice little layup. This one I normally throw a glide musket on. Throw a very similar path with a little bit less power because of how the sapphire flies in comparison. And this gets me right up here with a really easy look here. Throw this in, and boom. Another bird. One par and a bunch of birds so far. This hole, I don't think it's worth going for in the 3-wind. So I'm just going to try and send this down here, and I'm going to take a par on this. When I go for 3 stars, I'm probably going to almost be fishing for the proper wind to throw a hyzer over that water and have a good look at this. Ooh. You might be able to throw it in with that worship there if you get your angle right. I'm not super confident in that. But yes, in the right wind, I think you can get the sapphire over the water to have a bird look. I normally explore this. I'm going to put a little bit less power on it. And, ooh. Oh, okay. Oof. Oh, okay. It did stay. I thought I was going to slide off the edge after hitting that tree. So, anyways, another bird. So, Coyote Canyon, I'm 6 down on 9 holes. I would say completely reasonable to say I've got 7. I'm going to try and get this up here. Not bad. I don't think I'm going to ever be able to get... well, maybe if I got the right look with 2 backhand throws, I could potentially get it up here if you get the right distance down and around that first pillar to give yourself this big look at the second. Probably birdable, but it's going to be also a kind of fishing for a really good first throw on this hole to get the bird. 25 down, 3 pars, couple more discs I won't use. Not bad overall run for that one. I think that's going to be the hardest one to get a 3-star on so far, just because of distances.